Hi ladies, this is Love from Hanging Out with Love. I want to show y'all this lip gloss I just bought yesterday, but I don't know if I brought it with me, and that would suck. Okay, yes it is. So I got this from the Lash Trap. It has like rose petals in it, but it's not scented or anything. Hey mama, how are you? And I love it. It's so pretty. Like, I just wanted a nice clear gloss, and it's really pretty. So if you like the way this looks, DM me and I will send you her Instagram, because she does have a website, and I think it's just so pretty. I just like it. This is what it looks like. So ladies, I wanted to talk to y'all real quick because I'm about to run in here to my family's house. I'm like in my mom's backyard parking, and I did a video the other day. It's titled Communication Skills, and it's on my IGTV. And I did that video because I wanted to really touch on how we communicate outside of just talking, because some of y'all really wait on a man to like say something, and men do not talk as much as we do. I know it's hard to believe, maybe because of social media. Like, we have people in videos, there are a lot of men who are content creators, but just like regular everyday masculine men, they do not talk as much as women do. And you have to be able to pick up on cues that men show outside of just talking. They're not always going to tell you I love you. They're not always going to tell you I don't want to be with you. Like, they show things through their actions. Men just tend to be more practical. Felix, you gave me the thumbs up. And so you just have to be able to know that. So check out that last video on communication skills. Again, it's on my IGTV, and take advantage of that information. So the second thing I wanted to talk about in this video is timing. Like, you have no idea how many women I've spoke to as of late where I'm talking to them and they're always like, oh yeah, at first everything was good. And I'm like, well, baby, that's how it's supposed to be. I love you too. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, everything is supposed to be good in the beginning. So I'm guessing this is not a universal term, and I'm not judging anybody, not being funny. So I'm going to break it down to you. There is a thing called the honeymoon phase. Okay. This is not just for married couples. This is for relationships in general. The honeymoon phase can last anywhere from a couple weeks or days even to like 6 months. Okay, it could be longer. It depends on who the people are. But the honeymoon phase is that stage before you really get to know a person. It's the infatuation. It's the things you look at before you actually like get to know them on a deeper level. It's the things that attracted you to them. So like, maybe the way they talk. Like, I love a man with a deep voice. That is like so sexy to me. It may be the way he dresses. Like, maybe he wears a suit, and he's very clean. Maybe he smells good and you just like his cologne. There's some women who like combinations of scents. So maybe he smokes cigars or even weed. Some men smoke weed and you can like smell it on their breath, and you can smell their cologne with it. And that is attractive to certain people, right? So it's like, you have all these different things. You have those initial feelings, and that's what you're motivated by in that instance. So I say all that to say this. When you say you met a man and everything was perfect in the beginning, but you've only known him for like 3 or 4 months, it's supposed to be that way. And this is why you have to, I'll save it. I got you. This is why you have to wait things out. This is why I tell you, ladies, there's a such thing as these different rules. People have a 90-day rule. Some people have a certain date amount. They're like, okay, it doesn't have to be 90 days. It has to be 6 dates. So let's say you go on a date once a week for 6 weeks. That may be enough for you. It just depends on the amount of time it takes you to gather the information that you need. And that looks different for every woman. So that's why I'm never like, oh yeah, wait 90 days or wait this amount of time, because you may see who he is before then. So you may not even need to drag it to 90 days. You know, you may see a quality you don't like and be like, yeah, that I cannot deal with. So that wouldn't apply. Does that make sense? So it's like, even when it comes to these universal rules, it's a blueprint. It's just like a rule of thumb. It's not something that you have to adhere to. And so what people mean by a rule of thumb, when people used to like measure things, you know, they would measure it with their hands, or how we got the term foot in America. They would literally measure it by their feet. So a foot would look different to a man who's 6'5" and wears a size 16 shoe versus a man who's 5'8" and wears a size 10. Do y'all follow me? So put a number 1 in the chat if you get that. It looks different for everybody, okay? And so you don't know him. Like when he's first calling you and texting you, men are gathering information too. This is what they do in those initial stages. And it's not that they switch up. It's like, okay, I've gathered enough information about you to where I don't have to call and talk to you on the phone every day and try to monitor, you know, how you feel, your moods. When you have mood swings, like, are you angry when you're tired? Are you angry when you're hungry? Who do you hang out with from day to day? They don't need to gather that much information about you after a certain time, because y'all talk a lot on the phone, or maybe, you know, when you go out on dates, you tell them enough information. And so once they feel like they've gotten to know you, it dwindles down. And a lot of women complain about that, like, oh, he used to give me all of this attention when we first met. Okay, and he's going to do that because he's learning about you too. Does that make sense? Put a number 1 in the chat if that makes sense. So I don't want y'all to feel like a man is wrong for not showing that same amount of affection or whatever towards you. Now, with that being said, when he is proving himself, and this is why I say look at tangible things, because it's not sustainable for a man to continuously show that affection. But if he was showing him his love in other ways, like let's say, okay, when he takes you out, he may show up to the date with a gift, you know, or maybe he may call you every week and be like, hey baby, do you have gas in your car? What do you need? When's the last time you had your oil changed? Okay, I'm gonna come over there and change your oil. Men are different. So don't look at the phone calls and the text messages as a way of him validating your existence or validating the relationship. Because a call and that doesn't mean anything. Men call and text their homeboys. They call and text their mama. You get what I'm saying? And this is why some of y'all get so caught up in the attention factor that you'll be talking to somebody, and because a lot of men know that that's what women feed off of, they'll be calling you and texting you and just flooding you with all type of attention from the text messages and from the calls, but not really doing anything for you. So it's like in your head, you feel like, oh, he's been around for a while, or he really fucks with me because he's showing me this attention, but he hasn't done anything for you. Do not get caught up in that. Because when you base your relationship off of that, or your infatuation for a man off of that, when he takes it from you, or when he draws back on that attention, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt your feelings. It's gonna make you feel like, damn, he doesn't even care about me anymore. You get what I'm saying? When in reality, it needs to be something else that like keeps you there. Something else that he's showing you to display, I really care about this person. And in addition to it, there are some men who will spend hours on the phone with you, call you, but you don't know that in the very beginning. You just won't. It's not something where you can just know right then. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody does that. You're both in the information gathering stage, okay? So put a number 1 in the chat if you're like, okay, thumbs up, love, I get it. This makes a lot of sense, because I'm trying to teach y'all something today. And it's like those men who are consistent in that manner and show, cool. But again, that's not the only way a man shows his love for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, and again, every man is different. So that's why I'm reiterating, you may have somebody who wants to check on you in the morning, check on you before he goes to bed. Like, he may not want to let too much time go by before you hear from him. And that's really something that your man should do to check on you. But I'm speaking in terms of, sitting on the phone for hours. Like, couples don't do shit like that. Especially when y'all start mixing stuff. Like, y'all have been together for a while. You start living together. You really think I'm about to sit on the phone with my man for 2-3 hours and he coming right back home the same night? You get what I'm saying? Like, shit does change. So I don't want you ladies to go into your relationships feeling like, oh, my man doesn't care about me because he doesn't do the stuff he did in the beginning. Well, baby, is he supposed to? Do you expect him to be on the phone with you all the time? Like, y'all are at a different stage now. And this is where women fuck up. A lot of women are real weird and kind of selfish when it comes to this, like married women. So they will be married to a man and they're like, oh, my husband doesn't show me the same love. But your husband makes sure you have what you need. Your husband respects you. Your husband takes you out on dates at least once every 2 weeks. Like, he does shit like that. But you focus on, oh, he doesn't buy me flowers. Like, it's like, bitch, get your own flowers. For real, get your shit together. If you like flowers, start putting them around the house maybe. Maybe you need to redecorate your kitchen. Clean up. Go get you a bouquet of roses. Put the roses on the table. And when your man sees you're decorating the house with these fresh flowers and you're buying fresh flowers every week, maybe he'll buy you some fresh flowers. Baby, I saw you change the kitchen to yellow. I know you still got the pink roses. Let me bring you these yellow roses, right? Start doing whatever you want that man to do for yourself. How do you expect a man? It's just like if a woman always gets her hair and her nails done, she pampers herself. When men give you money, they'll be like, oh, here, go get your hair and your nails done, because you do that. But a woman that doesn't keep herself up, here goes some gas money. You get what I'm saying? Here go. Like, I don't know how to impress you. I don't know what you like. You show them that with your actions. Okay? So just keep that in mind. And I have talked to a number of women who, wait, so what's he for? If you can do it by yourself, why have them around? That's not the point, baby. So this is what I'm saying. The example that I just gave, that's her husband. Her husband is providing for her. Men show their love differently. So what I'm saying is, don't be so nitpicky about the little things. And I'm also saying that how you treat yourself is how that man will treat you. How does he know you like flowers or that you'll appreciate flowers and he never sees you with them? He never hears you talk about them. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's not, this is not that type of page. Trust me. I do not believe in having a man around and him not contributing to your life. That's weird. But I appreciate you for asking that. So yeah, the flower thing, going back to that example, when he sees that you like that, it's like, oh, okay, I know what to do. Because y'all got to remember, a man may not say too much or ask you questions, but he is watching your ass. Men, that's how they get to know their women. And women, we be so oblivious. Like, I know it's stuff you could talk to your man about and he say something like, oh yeah, I saw that you like pink, you always pick up the pink pen, or you like writing with the blue pen. They pay attention. This is how they know how to treat you. So really lead by example. And that's another thing. Stop being so damn prideful. Stop acting like you don't need anything, because men don't like that. They have to feel needed. Women who are too independent, they like, what do you need me for? Like, all I can do is have sex with you. All I can do is maybe feed you, because you don't need anything else. And for those women, even going out on dates, oh, well, I don't want him to feel like I need him for this, or I don't want him to think I'm a gold digger. A man doesn't think that. They know that women are expensive, and they also know that women like to feel pampered. Like that, we respond to that. If you look at the biology of a woman, we are receivers. This is why we have a hole and they have a stick, okay? It fits together like a glove. So even on the inside of your vagina, there are ridges. It's like a gripper. We literally fit together, okay? And men are givers. So be able to receive, be open to it. And one of the posts, I'll say this and then I'll let y'all go. One of the posts that I made most recently was about the ability to receive. And one thing I've noticed, the women who come in my inbox and they're like, oh, I don't really know about this program. I don't know if I can afford it. Or, oh, love, I'm going to get one of your books. Mind you, my ebooks are $20 on the website. It's not that serious. You spend more than $20 at Applebee's at happy hour with your homegirl on Friday. So you can spend $20 to get a book and repeatedly educate yourself, right? The women who struggle with investing into themselves have a lot of difficulty getting a man to spend money on them. So if he hears you say stuff, and this is another thing that goes back to how you treat yourself. If he hear you say shit like, oh no, that's too expensive. Or if a man gets you something and you like, baby, you didn't have to spend all that money on me. How do you think he feels about that? Be appreciative. Like, say fucking thank you. Like, say thank you. That's it. Even if you feel like on the inside you don't deserve it, fake it till you make it, ladies. Like, be smarter. Learn how to receive. Learn how to accept. Don't sit there and feel like being so modest is you're gonna be stamped for that. He's going to appreciate you for that. What men appreciate is people who are grateful. Men appreciate a woman that can say, baby, thank you so much. Like, I really appreciate you. Men appreciate a smile. Flash them damn teeth. Yeah, cheese. Flash them teeth. Y'all be showing off in those pretty selfies. Okay? But to say, oh, I don't need that, or you didn't have to do that, that has the opposite effect. Put a number 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. Like, love, I got you. We on the same page. Okay? So that's really what I wanted to say. I am doing clarity calls this next week, and I've been getting y'all on my calendar so that I can talk to you about my next coaching program. Good, ladies. It will be a group coaching program because I want y'all to have some support. And it's much easier, I feel like, to go through a program like this when you have some accountability. So we may meet on Friday night and you may say, damn, you know what, love, I wasn't even gonna come in here, but one of the girls from the group chat reached out to me and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, that's so sweet. You know, it really helps when you have friends. I wish you can stay on this live longer. Oh, I wish I could too. But I'm out here. I'm at my mama's house, so I gotta go. Gotta be with my family. But I love y'all so much. I'm gonna try to download this video. Y'all know how IG is. I'm gonna try to download it and put it on my YouTube channel. So just stay tuned for more videos. I got y'all. And if you need a clarity call, if you like, love, I think I want to try the program, but I want to see if it's a good fit, slide in my DM so I can get you on my calendar for next week. All right? Y'all have a good day. Happy Saturday and happy Juneteenth. Peace.